Assalamualaikum everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my YouTube channel। बेटा आज हम एक और MCQs की वीडियो करने जा रहे हैं। हमारी जो है टॉपिक है कोऑर्डिनेशन इन एनिमल्स। अगर आप हमारे YouTube चैनल पे न्यू हैं तो हमारे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने फ्रेंड तक शेयर करें ताकि वो भी जो है इसी काम की वीडियो देख सकें। तो शुरू करते हैं आज की हमारी वीडियो। So first MCQs is the element of the nervous system that help in coordination are। So the right option is option D. All are correct. So the next question is a receptor may be, the options are, so the right option is option D. So the next question is the receptor in the hypothalamus that detect stimulus of smell, taste and blood carbon dioxide concentration is. The options are, option is option C, chemoreceptor. So the next question is one of the following is known as electromagnetic receptor. The options are, the right option is option B, nociceptor. So the next question is each receptor organ. So the options are, so the right option is option B, can be able to detect a particular type of stimuli. So the next question is which of the following is found in skin? So the options are, so the right option is option D, all of these. So the next question is in the skin, receptors are concerned with the which of the following senses? So the options are, so the right option is option D, all of these. So the next question is the detection of variation of ground by terrestrial vertebrate probably achieved by the receptor in. The options are, so the right option is option C, joints. So the next question is touch receptor are more in the options are, so the right option is option A, fingertips. So the next question is the cells in higher animals and a human that make about the half of the nervous system is. The options are, the right option is option B, neuroglia. So the next question is one of the following play important role in nutrition of the neuron and the protection of the myelin sheaths. So the options are, so the right option is option C, neuroglia. So the next question is the main nutritional part of a neuron cell is. The options are, So the right option is option A, cell body or soma. So the next question is, which of the following functional type of neuron is found in mammals? So the options are, so the right option is option D, all of these. So the next question is, cytoplasmic processes arising from the cell body of a neuron that carries impulses toward the cell body is called. The options are, so the right option is option B, dendrites. So the next question is, the cytoplasmic process that arises from the neuron cell body and carries impulse are termed as. So the options are, right option is option C, axon. So the next question is, group of ribosomes associated with the rough endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus found in the cell body of a neuron are termed as. The options are, so the right option is option B, Nizel's granules. So the next question is, the structure which respond when they stimulated by the impulse coming by motor neuron is. So the options are, so the right option is option B, effector. So the next question is, the principal effectors are, the options are, so the right answer is option D, both A and B. So the next question is, the pathway of a simple reflex action is called. The options are, so the right answer is option A, reflex arc. So the next question is, a wave of electrochemical changes which travels along the length of the neuron involving chemical reaction and movement of ions across the cell membrane is. So the options are, so the right answer is option C, nerve impulse. So the next question is, a measure of capacity to do electrical work is. So the options are, so the right option is option B, electrical potential. So the next question is, the electrical potential that exists across a cell membrane is known as. So the options are, right option is option A, membrane potential. So the next question is, the net difference in charge between the inner and outer surface of a non-conducting neuron is called. So the options are, so the right answer is option C, resting membrane potential. So the next question is, the major factors that are involved in resting membrane potential include. So the options are so the right answer is option D. So the next question is the concentration of one of the following ions is 10-fold higher than the outside the membrane than inside. So the options are so the right answer is option A, sodium. So the next question is for every 2 potassium ions transported inward a neuron cell, how many sodium ions are transported outside? So the options are so the right answer is option C, 3. So the next question is a membrane potential of a dash volt exists when a neuron is conducting impulse. So the options are so the right answer is option B, 0.07. So the next question is the major process that contribute to negative resting potential are. So the options are so the right answer is option B, outward diffusion of potassium ions. So the next question is the action membrane potential cannot jump from one neuron to next line. Rather, the message is transmitted across the synapse in the form of chemical messenger's card. So the options are so the right option is option A, neurotransmitters. So the last question is which of the following acts as neurotransmitters? So the options are so the right answer is option D, all of these. तो बेटा आज की हमारी जो है एक और एमसीक्यूज की वीडियो इधर मुकम्मल होती है। अगर आपने आज तक हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने फ्रेंड के साथ शेयर करें ताकि वो भी जो है ऐसी काम की वीडियो देख सकें। तो इंशाल्लाह मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में एक और टॉपिक के साथ। तब तक अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़।